FBI Most Wanted in 2026. Bhadreshkumar Chetanbhai Patel. Bhadreshkumar Patel and his wife worked together at a Dunkin' Donuts in Hanover, Maryland. Just a normal couple, working long shifts, trying to make it in America. Nobody around them had any idea what was coming. On April 12, 2015, Patel allegedly stabbed his wife to death inside that very same Dunkin' Donuts. The woman he married, the woman he worked beside every single day, gone, just like that. And here's the part that makes your skin crawl. After doing it, he did not run around screaming. He did not fall apart. He walked out, calm, collected, like nothing happened. Security cameras picked him up later, boarding a shuttle bus to Newark Penn Station in New Jersey. And then he was gone, completely gone. Authorities believe he has connections stretching from Georgia to Illinois to Kentucky to New Jersey. Some investigators think he crossed into Canada. Others believe he made it all the way back to India. That was over 10 years ago. 10 years, and nobody, not the FBI, not Interpol, not a single person on this planet has been able to find him. A man accused of murdering his own wife is walking around somewhere right now, living his life, while her family lives with that emptiness every single day. The FBI has not given up. They never do. Alejandro Rosales Castillo. Alejandro Rosales Castillo worked in a restaurant in Charlotte, North Carolina. That is where he met a young woman named Truc Quan Le. Everyone called her Sandy. She was 23 years old, full of life. They started dating, and for a while things seemed fine. Then the relationship ended, and that is when everything went dark. In August 2016, Sandy was murdered, and the man the FBI says did it, the man she once trusted, Castillo. After the killing, he disappeared. For years, the FBI chased every lead they could find. They followed tips, they crossed borders, they put his face in front of millions of people, but Castillo was like smoke. Every time they got close, he slipped away. Years went by. 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, almost a decade passed. And then, on January 16, 2026, it was over. Authorities found Alejandro Rosales Castillo in Pachuca, Mexico. He was captured. The man who had been running for nearly 10 years finally ran out of places to hide. But here is the thing that no arrest can fix. Sandy is still gone. She was 23. She had her whole life ahead of her, and no amount of justice will ever bring her back to the people who loved her. Yulan Adonai Archaga Karayas. Pay close attention to this name, because this is not some street-level criminal. This is a man who allegedly controlled one of the most violent gangs on the face of the earth. Yulan Adonai Archaga Karayas is the alleged leader of MS-13 for the entire country of Honduras. Not a neighborhood, not a city, the whole country. MS-13 is known for one thing above everything else: violence. Brutal, extreme, unimaginable violence. And according to federal prosecutors, Archaga Karayas sat at the very top of that machine. He allegedly controlled all MS-13 criminal activity across Honduras. He allegedly sent guns, drugs, and cash to MS-13 cells in Central America and the United States. He allegedly helped move multi-ton loads of cocaine through Honduras and straight into American neighborhoods. Multi-ton. That is not a typo. We are talking about thousands and thousands of pounds of cocaine flowing under his alleged command. And if that was not enough, he is also accused of personally ordering the murders of rival gang members and even people within his own organization. If you were in his way, you were a problem, and problems did not last long. The FBI raised the reward for information on him to $5 million. $5 million. When the government puts that kind of money on your head, it tells you one thing. They believe you are one of the most dangerous human beings alive. Archaga Karayas is still out there, still hiding, still wanted. Ruja Ignatova. No guns, no gangs, no blood on anyone's hands. At least, not the kind you can see. But what Ruja Ignatova allegedly did may have destroyed more lives than anyone else on this entire list. She called it OneCoin, a cryptocurrency. The next big thing, bigger than Bitcoin, she told people. She stood on stages in front of thousands wearing designer outfits, speaking with absolute confidence. She sounded smart. She sounded believable. And people trusted her. People from all over the world handed over their hard-earned money because they believed in her vision. There was just one problem. According to investigators, OneCoin was fake. The whole thing. A massive worldwide scam designed to do one thing and one thing only: take people's money. And it worked. Billions of dollars. Billions. Gone. Stolen from regular people, teachers, workers, retirees, people who just wanted a shot at a better life. The last time anyone saw Ruja Ignatova was October 2017. She was spotted in Athens, Greece. She boarded a flight, and she vanished. Not a trace. Not a sighting. Nothing. Did she change her face? Did she get a new identity? Is she sitting on a beach somewhere living off stolen billions? Nobody knows. The reward for finding her has been raised to $5 million. She is one of the very few women to ever make it onto the FBI's most wanted list. They call her the crypto queen. But if what they say is true, she is nothing more than the queen of the biggest con in modern history. Omar Alexander Cardenas. Summer of 2019. Los Angeles, California. A man is standing outside a barbershop. It is an ordinary day in an ordinary neighborhood. People coming and going. Life happening the way it always does. And then, just like that, a man is dead. Omar Alexander Cardenas is wanted for his alleged involvement in that murder, a life taken outside a barbershop, a place where people go to get a haircut, to catch up with friends, to talk about sports and weather and weekend plans. And right outside that door, someone lost everything. The FBI placed Cardenas on their most wanted list. They do not put just anyone on that list. There are thousands of fugitives in America. Only 10 make this list at any given time. 10 out of thousands. That tells you exactly how seriously they take this case. Cardenas has not been found. He is out there somewhere, and the FBI is looking. Wilver Villegas Palomino. There are drug dealers. There are terrorists. And then there is Wilver Villegas Palomino, who the United States government says is both at the same time. He is a member of the National Liberation Army, known by its Spanish initials ELN. This is a Colombian guerrilla group that has earned two very scary labels from the United States. It is officially classified as a transnational criminal organization, and it is officially classified as a foreign terrorist organization. Getting both of those labels at once is rare, and it is very, very serious. Villegas Palomino is charged with narco-terrorism. That is not just a big word. It means he is accused of using drug profits to fund acts of terror. He is also charged with international cocaine distribution conspiracy. In other words, he allegedly helped flood the world with cocaine while using that money to support violence and destruction. The Department of State's Narcotics Rewards Program is offering up to $5 million for information leading to his arrest or conviction. That program exists specifically for the most dangerous, most powerful drug traffickers on the planet. The fact that his name is on it tells you everything you need to know. He is not just wanted, he is hunted. Fausto Isidro Meza Flores. Cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, marijuana, 4 poisons. And according to federal charges, one man allegedly helped push all 4 of them into American communities for 14 straight years. Fausto Isidro Meza Flores is the alleged leader of the Meza Flores Transnational Criminal Organization. From 2005 to 2019, his network allegedly manufactured and distributed drugs on a scale that is hard to wrap your head around. 14 years. Think about what that means. Kids who were born when this operation allegedly started were in high school by the time it was charged. That is how long this river of drugs allegedly flowed into the United States. Meza Flores is not a small fish who got lucky. He is allegedly the man who ran the whole thing, the boss, the decision maker, the one who kept the machine running year after year after year. And despite everything the FBI has thrown at this case, Meza Flores remains at large. He is somewhere out there, free, while communities across America deal with the wreckage his alleged operation left behind. Ryan James Wedding. Ryan James Wedding allegedly ran a drug trafficking network that shipped hundreds of kilograms of cocaine from Colombia to Canada and the United States. Hundreds of kilograms, not grams, not ounces, hundreds of kilograms. That is enough to destroy entire communities. But drugs were only half the story. Wedding is also accused of ordering multiple murders, not committing them himself, ordering them, like placing an order at a restaurant. If someone got in the way of his drug empire, if someone became a problem, if someone knew too much, they allegedly became a target. And targets did not survive. That combination, massive drug trafficking plus contract killings, made him one of the most wanted men in the Western Hemisphere. The FBI placed him on their most wanted list in March 2025, but Wedding's run did not last much longer after that. On January 22, 2026, Ryan James Wedding was arrested in Mexico City, Mexico. One of the biggest cities in the world, millions of people, endless places to hide. And still, they found him. The man who allegedly built an empire on cocaine and blood was finally in handcuffs. Giovanni Vicente Mosquera Serrano. Remember this name, Tren de Aragua. If you have not heard it yet, you will. Because it is one of the fastest growing criminal organizations on the planet right now. It started inside a Venezuelan prison, a gang born behind bars that somehow broke free and spread like wildfire. Across Venezuela, across South America, into Central America, and now into the United States. Giovanni Vicente Mosquera Serrano is believed to be a senior leader of Tren de Aragua. Not someone who takes orders, someone who gives them. A man who allegedly makes decisions that affect criminal operations across multiple countries. He is charged with international cocaine distribution and providing material support for terrorists. That second charge is the one that should keep you up at night. It means the United States government does not see Tren de Aragua as just another gang. They see it as something connected to terrorism, something far more dangerous than a typical criminal organization. Mosquera Serrano represents the next wave. A new kind of threat that is growing faster than anyone expected. And right now, law enforcement is in a race to stop it before it becomes unstoppable. Cindy Rodriguez Singh. This is the one that is hardest to talk about. The one that sits in your chest and does not leave. In October 2022, a 5-year-old boy named Noel Alvarez disappeared. 5 years old, he had barely started his life. He should have been learning to ride a bike, making friends at school, laughing at cartoons. Instead, he vanished. His mother, Cindy Rodriguez Singh, is accused of his murder, his own mother. Let that sit for a moment. The one person in this world who was supposed to protect him above all else is the person accused of taking his life. After Noel disappeared, local police showed up at Singh's home to check on the child. Shortly after that visit, in March 2023, Singh and her family got on a plane. Destination, India. They left the country. They flew to the other side of the world, and little Noel was never found alive. The FBI placed Singh on their most wanted list in July 2025. Her face was everywhere. The story spread across the nation. People wanted answers. People wanted justice. People wanted to know how something this horrible could happen. On August 20th, 2025, Cindy Rodriguez Singh was arrested in New Delhi, India, halfway around the world from where her son disappeared. She was found. She was taken into custody. But here is the truth that no arrest, no trial, no sentence will ever fix. Noel is gone. A little boy who deserved the world got nothing. And that is the part of this story that will stay with you long after you stop reading. If this video hit different, smash that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment and tell me which story shocked you the most. And share this video because you never know who might recognize a face. One share could change everything.